Alright, so we're gonna boot up Silent Hill 2. And we're gonna see if I can load... We're not gonna go into... We already went into New Game Plus. I just want to see if I can go back. Like, I want to see how far into the ending we can go. Because we got quite a few saves over there. So I want to see how... for how far into the ending we can go. And get that second ending. Because I think the only difference of what we did yesterday was going through the final door. That was the only difference between the ending that we got and the and another ending. So, welcome back everybody to Silent Hill 2. Yestertime we finished the game. We got the Lauren ending. I want to see if there's... There it is. The Lakeview Hotel corridor. Because I think this is pretty much at the end. And the only different thing that we did that would get us the ending that I believe we would have gotten would be to walk through the left door instead of the right door at the very end. Everything else, from what I read, we did properly. So, let me see. We got our guns loaded. And we're just gonna jump right back in. Because I think this is... Yep, this is where we see Maria sacrificed again. So... We're just gonna let the cutscene play out, because there are things 12 hours stream today? Maybe? Friggsy, welcome to today, how you doing? Yeah, because I don't work tomorrow. To finish all the games, we will see. I do need to at least take a shower later today, but yes. So, we just need to do this boss fight.
Leave her alone. Leave us both alone.
So we're just doing this boss fight. And I just want to pay a bit more attention to the cutscene this time around. So yeah, and this time you don't see the thing. So yeah, we're gonna be doing this, then we're gonna be playing some Resident Evil 2. We're gonna start Resident Evil 2. Oh, brutal. Man, this cutscene. So yeah, have you watched Resident Evil movies? No, I have not consumed any Resident Evil media ever.
I know why I know.
I have a rough idea of what it is, but never played any of the games. Played like 5-10 minutes of Resident Evil 4.
I don't need you anymore.
I know of it, I just don't know it. So, yeah. Alright, so let's do this fight. We'll go melee only this fight. Just in case.
I'm ready.
Let's do this. Well deserved. Deserved. Drink. Wrong one. Ah! Got me there. So the only downside of this is that we don't get to use the chainsaw that we got for New Game Plus. Shit. Okay, let's use a syringe. Not fun, not fast enough. Read. Punished. Come on. There we go. There we go. There we go. Smooth. Smooth. They've been from the game. They're cool, at least in the first hour. Okay, the first 4. Jesus. Ornstein and Snow. Yep. There we go. GG. One of the more bizarre things. So, I just wanted to check if this is it, because the guide I read, everything we needed for the second ending lies within this. Last time, we took the rust-colored egg, and we went through the rust-colored door. This time, we're gonna go through the scarlet-colored door. And, I'm gonna heal. And apparently... And then we have to run through here.
What do you want, James?
We have to rush through. Albert Ornstein? Nice, nice, nice. So yeah, we have to rush through here and not hear Mary. That's the, That was good. Yeah, that was good. Come on. Faster, James. Faster. Faster, James. Faster. So we have to take that scarlet door and not listen to the whole thing. Like, you're supposed to walk this slowly. This time we're supposed to rush it. And get to the end of the corridor before Mary...
Leave me alone already.
Before Mary finishes her little spiel that she's gone. That's to get the other ending.
Dead soon anyway.
So, let's hope... Come on.
It'd be easier if they just killed me.
I get his oh, there we go. There we go.
I guess
It has spawned.
making a nice profit off of me.
The door has spawned somewhere, I
Why
think.
Are you still here? I told you to go.
Yeah, I'm going. I'm going.
Are
I'm
you
going.
dead?
Ooh, so... Okay. So if you don't hear... You don't get to hear her apologize. The architects really liked corridors. Yeah, I mean, corridors are great, dude. Like, corridors as a concept, they help you maximize space. They help you, they help you get, all the different... Right, the... shape forces the mind. You know, they give you all the... Ooh. I don't remember these these stairs going down last time. Well, we can't go in anyway. But yeah, corridors as a concept. Like, imagine the first person who invented the corridor. The unbelievable leap in technology that must have been. Insane. The idea that you can just... Because don't forget, we started off with, like, open shacks and tents with no inside walls. So the person who figured out, wait, we should put walls inside and divide things to maximize our space, like, that's genius, man. That's absolutely genius. Alright, let's see if this worked. Because I think we got a different ending. Last time she was standing, and this time she's sitting.
Mary?
James. I've been waiting. It's been so long. want to see me?
Yes.
We're like 15 minutes in, and we're already
You're
at the.
all I ever wanted.
That's not true. Is it?
Ooh.
Mary.
So is that all I had to do? Yes, Fuzzy Wuzzy Bear, welcome to today.
James?
Yes, it seems. Like, I read the guide, like, there's a lot of other, nuances to this, but we accidentally did all of them throughout my gameplay, throughout my playthrough.
I did. I couldn't bear to see you suffer.
Don't
Welcome to
make
today, by the way, how you
excuses.
doing? Okay, let's
I
see.
know how you saw me, how you felt.
Mm-hmm.
You really hated me,
Yep. That we did.
didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
It's true, I may have had some of those feelings. It was a long 3 years. I was so tired.
There you go. I don't know if this is the ending I
Yes,
was
I
looking for,
understand.
but
I know I was a burden. You wanted a long, happy life,
and then you got sick.
something I couldn't give. Can she?
Mary, please, if I could.
No, James.
Hmm. Okay.
Those were the last precious moments I had.
Ooh, so
How
now
could I ever forgive you?
we're fighting Mary now. Ooh. So now we're going against Mary, not Maria. Holy shit. Okay, so I don't fully get those butterflies, but whatever. Fuck. How many shots do I have in the rifle? 21. Fuck. Aim and shoot. Reload. Reload. Ow! Ooh, 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 that was a lot of damage. That was a lot of damage. Shit. No, hang on, we need to dodge this thing. Alright, now... syringe. Okay, so we're not fighting Maria and this one fighting Mary. Oh fuck. Okay, right into the next. One's more difficult. Okay, reload. Okay, that's phase one. Okay. I was wondering if the final boss fight would happen. And I honestly wasn't expecting us to have the save this close to the ending. Alright. Reload. No? Come on. Oh, this is insanely creepy, yeah. This fight is so fucking creepy. Like, we were freaking out a little bit more yesterday when we were fighting it for the first time. So, you know, right now I'm a little bit more in control. Where the fuck are you? Come on. Where are you? Stop running from me! There we go. Okay, that's phase 2. I think we have one more phase. Jeppy! No, Jeppy! Okay. Let's just get to this. Okay, Jeppy, welcome to today. No, we didn't make it to the game this fast. Turns out, I read up on how to get another, how to get the other endings. Turns out, there was only one thing we did differently to get the leave ending than to get this ending. Two things. One, the final door, once we beat the pyramid heads, we went through the right side door and we listened to the entire spiel that Mary gives you. This time we went through the left door and we didn't listen to the entire spiel, and now we have the second end. We have another ending now. So, welcome to today, Jeppy. And Walker Trips, welcome to today. How you guys doing? So yeah, very, very quickly. So instead of leave, you're gonna get the, I think it's the water, yeah. It's either gonna be the water ending or the Maria ending. I'm not entirely sure which one, because I accidentally did everything else throughout the game, throughout the playthrough. I think we're gonna get the Maria ending, so let's see. I missed. Oh, those are hitboxes. Oh, fuck off. Requires Maria interactions? Yeah, we got all the Maria interactions, yeah. All the Maria interactions, no, not getting Maria injured throughout the game. We got that done. We got every single Maria interaction we could possibly get. Ow. Good luck. Reload. Yeah, like, that's what I'm telling you. I accidentally got all of those, we accidentally got all those. I think this is the Maria ending. I think this is the Maria ending. Because we accidentally got everything right. Or at least according to the guide I saw. According to the guide I saw, this is... shit. Ooh. Heal. Okay, that's our rifle ammo. Thank you for giving me enough time to reload. Okay. Oh, fuck. Ah, she's doing 3 attacks now. Timing. Timing. One. Come on. Fuck. Ah! I keep mistiming. Okay, last mag for the shotgun. We're out of drinks. There we go. What's the doggo ending? Part of it I ended up forgetting, so... How much did you miss last time you beat just the rifle ammo? I missed a lot. I ended up missing a lot. Okay. Because this time, we're fighting Mary.
James.
Is there a way to just walk away from this, or you have to...
James.
We're gonna use the, Oh god, look at you.
James.
There you go. Alright, let's see what we got. Back to the, strip club. Oh, I'll read your messages. Want to see this? We gave in to lust. Ooh.
What is this?
That's an envelope.
It's what you've been looking for.
For Laura. That's for Laura. Wait, where the fuck is Laura?
Let's go.
Go where? Oh. Is this how we confirm that the body was left, that the body is there? Wait. Where the fuck is Laura? Where'd you leave Laura, dude? Oh boy. It begins again.
Better do something about that cough.
Maria ending, I just got the achievement. Ho 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 ho! Giving us the water ending is you giving to grief and Huh! He sounded so annoyed when he said that. Yes, because the entire time he's like, that's what drove him to kill Mary. How long did it take us? Half an hour? 25 minutes? I thought it was gonna take us longer. Like, I was planning for like the entirety of the stream to redo a bunch of this stuff. Okay. Fun fact, the original dog ending was voiced in Japanese only, but the remake dog ending is voiced in Polish only because remake was done with a Polish studio. When he explained the thing your coworker does with his hands, and you got it from now, I cannot notice it. It wasn't a coworker, it was my manager. And this is 10 years ago from Chad. Yeah, I call it Chad hands, so... there you go. Maria isn't even real, James, you moron. Exactly, but neither is most of Silent Hill. So... Ooh, wait, since Silent Hill is like the physical manifestation of these things, wouldn't that mean that once they leave, she just vanishes? I love how it's... I love the music we have for the credits this time around. Okay, so what do we need to do for the water ending? Because I stopped reading at Maria ending when I realized, oh shit, we did most of the, we did pretty much all of this by accident. Like, is it Stellar Manifestation Silent Hill? Okay. Got the water ending and she was standing up at the end. Ooh. I wanna get that. I wanna get that ending. I wanna see if we can get it today. Like, I just want to explore the different endings, you know, have this, like, a little bit epilogue. The VOD is gonna go up in the next couple of days. Like, it was an insanely busy day today. I thought I was gonna have more time, and I didn't. Oh, no, we are playing Resident Evil 2. We're not gonna replay the whole thing. Like, we are playing Resident Evil 2 today. I just want to see if we can get, like, the main endings, because I know that some of the other endings are a little bit more... I need to burp. I know that some of the other endings are a little bit more difficult to unlock. And what will take more time? What are the differences? Like, what are the main things that you need? Because I know that there's one ending that you need to be... that you need to not heal that much. Like, you need to be wounded for pretty much the entirety of the gameplay, but I don't know which ending that is. It's competing with the leave ending for points. Why don't you just watch a video? Because I like the achievement. Stay wounded, barely ever heal. Okay, so that is... okay, so that... Okay, so we're not doing that one today. We're gonna probably do it. We're probably going to do that when we do New Game Plus. We are going to revisit this game, absolutely. Especially because we got the fucking chainsaw. And we are definitely going to revisit. So far, I'm not somebody who really cares about Game of the Year anymore. But if I had to give one, it would be this. With Space Marine 2 being a close second. And the only reason I'm not including Black Myth Wukong is because I skipped it. For no other reason other than I know I would have been addicted to it. Throne and Liberty is creeping up there. But... this has to be a nominee. This, I think, is the only nominee that is going to get... the only game that is going to get nominated without controversy. Because all other... what's it called? News outlets left out Space Marine and Wukong. Every single outlet, or major corporate outlet, left out Space Marine and Black Myth Wukong. Because of the... controversies surrounding these titles. I think Silent Hill 2 would be the only game I could accept as taking Game of the Year if the other two don't get it. If either of the other two don't get it. Because Space Marine was absolutely brilliant. They just released a new mission. I'm not going to play it yet, but yeah. Did you feel that this game was woke? No. No, but it didn't give any... it did not give any ammunition to the Rainbow Bullies or the Woke Brigade to take this game down, because this game already deals... well, for one, this was a remake. For two, this game deals with extremely heavy topics, and it is an already established and very well-respected IP, so I don't think they would be able to pull off the kind of shit that they did. So people said it was because Angela and Eddie were more realistic builds. I didn't like how Angela looked. She looked weird. That was not realistic. Eddie I can see being a realistic build of, you know, the chubby guy, the fat chubby guy. Angela looked weird. That's not how a person looks. That's not how a girl looks. I know that turtlenecks can push your neckline a little bit. That's not how people don't... I've never seen a person with that kind of build before. Not consistently, at least. Her head was way too big. Her head was way too big. The sound design for this game... the sound design for this game is hands down probably the best I've ever heard, yeah. Absolutely. 100%. And... there we go. And the... okay, let's just stop, because... and the... yeah, I think a large portion of what drives this game is the sound design. One, because it feels very unpredictable, with all the little bits and pieces here and there. And two, it's because it's so well crafted. Angela agreed on purpose. She was supposed to invoke a bit of childish look. She didn't. She just looked weird. If they wanted her to give her a bit of a childish look, they should have given her a smaller head. That would be They should have given her a smaller head, and I would say more. Well, the thing is, the original one had the same clothes, right? Like the original had that same. How did the original one look? Let me check. Let's see the original design for Angela. Okay, let me bring this forward. Okay, so here we have wrong button. Okay, so here we have a side by side. Let me open this in a new tab so that we can look at this properly. So here we have. So she's not wearing a turtleneck in the original. Her face is a bit square in the original as well, so in this case, it does feel like that. The eyebrows not being as well made. The eyebrows are a little bit too high, so the sockets feel a little too high. The angle of the eyebrows, I think, is what does it here. She looks like she has Botox on this one. She looks like she has a bunch of plastic surgery on this one. I'm not gonna lie. Flatter because more of a childish look. The neck is too thick. The neck is way too thick for somebody of that build. I think the head in the entirety is a little too big, I would say. I wouldn't call this woke, I just call this bad. Because once you go to the close-up and you don't see the rest of the body, it's perfectly okay. Like, the main difference here is the angle of the eyebrows. The eyebrows are kind of like lifted up instead of allowed to be within the socket, which is a difference. That is entirely the turtleneck, the neck thickness, and that is, I think, where the contrast lies over here, because in the original she did not have the turtleneck all the way up, and having the turtleneck that way up ages her in a weird way. I wouldn't have gone for the turtleneck. I would not have gone for the turtleneck, but she does look more young, in which case, lore-wise, it makes complete sense. I would have just kept away the turtleneck, kept it as a sweater, because it looks like she's just wearing a sweater. I would have kept the turtleneck away, and I would have put the eyebrows a little bit lower, like a little bit more angled towards the eye sockets, because most people's eyebrows are a little bit into the socket, rather than just out, because if it's out, it looks like it's drawn in. You know, when the trend of women drawing their eyebrows with Sharpie, that kind of thing. I do think overall, the new design is better, considering her story and the lore behind her, and the fact that she is fighting childhood trauma, that her whole character is fighting childhood trauma. I would say hers is probably better now. This one, she just looks like fucking Steve Tyler put on a sweater and is doing drag, okay? So, it's a small issue. It's a very small issue. That's why I'm saying here. I don't think this did not affect my experience at all. It was just a little bit off-putting here and there, and once you zoom into her head, you forget. So, it's also 20 years of difference in graphics, yeah. Absolutely. Difference between PS4, PS2, and PS5 level graphics plus, because now we're on PC. So, it's incredible, because I think when Silent Hill 2 came out, Unreal Engine was not even a concept yet. I don't think it was even a concept back then, so people were furious. They were basically making out Woke's game possible. I know that the design was the original design that they had for Angela was different because they made her fatter. Like that I do remember, that they made her a little bit more fat for no good reason. I think this is a good model for her. Like, this ended up being good. And at the end of the day, we realized that yes, there are institutional forces that seek to de-beautify or uglify some of these things. Why does my camera keep freaking out like that? I don't know. There are institutions that do seek to to uglify these female characters, that they are actively trying to remove beauty from these games. I don't think Konami was doing this. I think Konami is just a bunch of fucking idiots at the top, and they came up with a bad design for Angela. I don't like her design from the original either. I like her design from the newer one. I think it fits her character a lot more. The haircut looks a lot more. She looks a lot more innocent in this one. And in the original, I don't like it as much. I would say I would mostly attribute it to older graphics. But in general, yeah, no, because I do know that she had, like, the controversy was, here we go. Here we have the original. They made her a little bit more chubby. Which was not as significant, but it did make her look ugly. And here, she just looks troubled. And the whole point of her character is that she's haunted and troubled. That's the whole point of her character, that you cannot help her. Here, she's just ugly. Like, the change is not perfect, but you know what? Nothing is ever perfect. Yeah, like, this went from they make her look just square to these are very minor criticisms. The turtleneck is on, which I wouldn't have put on. I would have just left it as a sweater. And the eyebrows are not angled the way an eyebrow should be angled. Those are two very insignificant details for what is otherwise a masterpiece. And the fact that these are my criticisms goes to highlight how incredibly well made this game is. How unbelievably well crafted Silent Hill 2 remake. This is how you do remakes. You wait 20 years and you remake and you update everything about it. And what kills me about it is that they did this and they gave us the Metal Gear Solid remake collection of Metal Gear Solids 1 and 2, and it was a spit in the face to every single fan out there. And it's the same Konami. They are bringing Metal Gear Delta, and after playing this, which is an Unreal, this gives me a lot of hope for Metal Gear Solid Delta. I might actually get it, because Metal Gear Solid is my favorite game series of all time. Hands down. With Dark Souls being a very close second. But, oh, shit. But, yeah, no, like, I understand. Let's check Eddie. My computer is freaking the fuck out. Okay, let's see the original Eddie. So yeah, in this case, he's... So this is the original Eddie. He looks like a high school bully. Not like a demented, closeted closeted night and day. The point is that he's fat, he's gross, and he's a serial killer. And he's disturbed. Hands down. This any day. His design, like, every time we saw Eddie, I felt put off by him. His design, the expressions, the character, everything about him was just gross. This doesn't give me gross vibes. This gives me he's gonna get his ass kicked by Spider-Man vibes. So, remakes were amazing. They remade the games, made it a little bit different, but left all the main events and kept the games feeling like... I saw that about the original, And we are seeing that that's how you remake games. You don't pull off a Sony and remake a game that came out 5 years ago. You wait 20 years and then you remake a game. Like the change with Eddie, especially since the interactions with Eddie with the nasty food and all is also in the OG. Yeah, like in this one, he looks like he still lives with his mom. He bullies some random kid in his high school, and he's gonna get his ass beat by Spider-Man. This one looks like he lives in his mom's basement. Very different connotation there. Very different connotation. He looks like he never got a job. He never did anything productive. He browses Reddit. And I know this is 20 years ago, Reddit was not a thing, but you get the idea. And he started microwaving hamsters. That kind of thing, right? Extremely. I don't mind the new Angela so much. Certainly not worth the insane ravings from some. Eddie looks... Yeah, exactly, Walker. Like, for me, the criticism I have is minor. The original design they had for Angela, I really don't like. I do not like that they made her fatter in that sense, like just ugly fat. Because she has that little bit of like innocent cute to her, which adds to it. The original design that they had removes that. Because then it takes away the original design. Because don't forget, how you are designed in a video game is meant to express and represent who you are. And in this case, we have Eddie. You can see it from him. He is struggling with inner demons. He is absolutely just out of his mind, but he's somebody who indulges a lot. Eddie indulges. Eddie lets his inner demons win, and he indulges. Angela is a very stark contrast to that. Angela's point is that she is being haunted. She's constantly haunted, and she's constantly trying to escape that. So she's not going... And her being a bit fatter would mean that she also indulges, which conflates her character with Eddie's. It takes away from that childish innocence that she has. That's how I can see it in this sense. And now that they made her... Because they didn't make her... Like, you know, her boobs are smaller, her build is a little bit more uniform. And that gives off that childish innocence to her. If they had kept her a bit more fat, then that starts overlapping with the indulgence aspect of the characters and how they came across. Another important thing for me is that they made a change based on fan feedback about the trailer model, which I say is a huge plus for the devs. Listening to the feedback, making the game better is, yes. When it comes to fan feedback, you can listen in terms of design, especially if it's something like this. Because I think, let's go back here. To Angela. My browser is extremely slow because we are not... Okay, so here's a better view of the original trailer's Angela. Let me move this over here. So here we have the original trailer Angela, which you can see she's a bit more chubby. There's nothing wrong with being chubby. However, this does not reflect her character. Her character, she is very active. She's a very active character. You run into her and she's looking for her mom, for her mama. She's looking for her brother and her dad. She's an active character. She doesn't let things happen to her because things have happened to her and that was a horrible experience for her. So she's making things happen. Eddie is a passive character. Every time we meet Eddie, something has happened to him. Something has happened to him. He saw this thing. He ran into this issue. He was given this. He was presented with this. X, Y, Z. Eddie is a character that is driven by the story, and Angela drives her own story. And this being partially represented by their own weight, I think is very emblematic. Because Eddie is sitting around for a good chunk of the story with things just happening to him. Where things are just happening to him. So, yes, when you do that, you're a lot more sedentary, you're more likely to indulge, and you're more likely to be fat. Angela, on the other hand, she's out there, she's running around, she is looking for her mama. She's making it happen. She is searching for her. And even when you go through her fight, you don't fight her, you fight what happened to her. Which is the one thing that happened to her that still haunts her, that has pushed her into seeking and becoming an active character. So this being also represented in her body makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. So if you make her chubby, this starts conflating the active and passive. Like, we're not even talking about she looks ugly here. Like, this just looks ugly, in my opinion. It doesn't suit her character. It does not fit, in my opinion, what this character is supposed to be. Now that we have explored her character a lot more, this has very little to do. Yes, Briggsy, you can stop yelling at me. But yeah, to close this, they made the right choice. Listening to the fan feedback was a brilliant idea. She looks good, in my opinion. For her character, this is a great design. I gave my minor criticisms of this. Eddie, brilliant design. Brilliant design. And the whole game is just absolutely brilliant. So, let me close this. We are going to revisit this game soon. I think we're going to start playing through Resident Evil today. I want to check the Forever Winter update real quick. So we're going to spend maybe an hour on that, and then we're going to start with Resident Evil 2. Because I saw that Forever Winter had an update, and I just want to see what they put. So we're going to do like maybe 1 or 2 runs. And then we're going to switch over to Resident Evil 2, brought to us by Bjeppy. And once we're done with Resident Evil, I think we're going to come back to Silent Hill. Get those other endings. Because I'm the type that wants to see those play out for myself. I'm not the kind that will just go to YouTube and check it unless it's an extremely long game. Usually I will want to seek them out for myself. I'll want to seek them out for myself. So, absolutely brilliant game. In conclusion, we got the Maria ending. We will see what other endings we can get with New Game Plus. Are you progressive? Oh god. Oh shit, they're doing the season 4 right now, right? The finale. They're doing the finale with the last 8 contestants right now. I hope Sebi Webs wins, but I think Mode Simulator is going to take it. I think Mode Simulator is going to be the one. Anyway, let me switch over to this view. Let me exit the game. And let us... what do you say? Should we just start Resident Evil? I want to check the Forever Winter, but I can do that tomorrow. Nat won the master bedroom last night. T10 Nat. Good for her. Good. Good for her. Good for her. Glad for her. She also deserves it. Toxic Bunny. I'm happy that Toxic Bunny is there, actually. Because her and Mode Simulator are... It's gonna be chaos. It's gonna be chaos. Nat is great. I think right now, with the current set of finalists, there is not a single one who did not earn their way into the into the final, I would say. I would say 100% merited for each and every single one of them. Seem to enjoy this game as much as I did. Chiagod, welcome to today. Absolutely, I absolutely loved this game. I would say, if I had to rate it out of 10, a 9 out of 10. There were a couple of issues that I had, but this game was driven by its soundtrack. It was by the sound design in general. The story was incredible. I can see why this ended up setting up such a massive trend among the entirety of gaming. And there were so many things I saw in the game that had I known this when I played PT 10 years ago, I would have been like, fuck, this is Silent Hill, like right at the start. They left so many... every time something would happen in Silent Hill that I was in Silent Hill that I saw from PT, I was like, how is this not? How could people miss it first time around? Granted, we didn't know at first until we got the whole thing sorted, but anyway, you know what? We're gonna do the thing. Coin flip. Heads, we do Forever Winter, we just check out the new patch. Tails, we go straight to Resident Evil. It's crazy how much Silent Hill 2 inspired an entire horror genre to this day, and I'm happy it did. I am absolutely happy it did. Because it took the concept of psychology and psychological horror, and it put it in almost perfect way into a game. All right. What are we doing? Tell me, coin. Straight into Resident Evil we go. All right, so we finished Silent Hill 2 for now. We are going to come back for New Game Plus. We are going to do many different things with Silent Hill. I do want to get all the endings. I do want to play this thing basically to completion. So we will return to this, but today is Spooktober and I wanted to get started on this. I thank you, JP, for the key again, because I was not expecting I was not expecting this to go this way. I was planning on playing Zero Escape, which we are going to play at one point. But yes, has 2 campaigns, Leon and Claire. Okay, so there's plenty of content. Good. All right, let's start Resident my first Resident Evil experience, because this is my first Resident Evil experience. Resident Evil 2 2019. There we go. Let me just change our stream title and whatnot. And Resident Evil 2 2019. Get there, Tizenkilens. Okay, let's put some roll from the RE1 because you guys brought up a bit. It comes out, I'll tell you. Okay, thank you, I appreciate it. Because I was going to say, in good fashion, we are going to play another remake of the second game in the series that was remade by a Japanese company, and it's a horror game that dictated the standards that we use for this. So, to close the topic of Silent Hill, I am very happy that my reintroduction to horror games was Silent Hill and Visage. I was very averse to horror because most of the contemporary horror games that I saw heavily relied on jump scares and nothing else. And not only that, bad jump scares. I remember seeing Outlast and watching the entire playthrough of Outlast and being annoyed that the jump scares are always in the same place. And I find that cheap. I want my head to be fucked over with. I want to feel existential horror if I'm gonna feel a horror game. I don't care if you play anyone can startle me if they play an extremely loud noise at an unexpected moment. That is cheap. That is lazy. Silent Hill and Visage, which was inspired by PT, which is Silent Hill, took the concept of horror and completely changed my outlook on horror games. Thank you for introducing me to this. This has been the first time we actually finish a proper horror game in a Spooktober. I've been around for 9 years on and off, and this is the first time I actually finish a horror game on Spooktober, so thank you for this. Let us start up Resident Evil 2. I just need to, that was me. That was me, not you. I was gonna say, I just need to boot up the game because I forgot to do the initial setup earlier. So I'm just gonna wait for the game to load up.